G'day, lads. Welcome back to Sona Angel. I believe this is week three, day one. We have two of the great teams starting us off, both SEA, Nythera versus KaitOkids. Joined alongside me is the big Peaches. How are you, mate?
I am doing excellent. This is a great way to end at least my night. This is the last one for me until the weekend, but we got a great weekend of matches tonight. This is just the first match. This is the only match tonight, but we've got this whole weekend is packed with matches. I think there's like 4 tomorrow, 5 on Sunday. We've got everything ready for y'all today. So what better way to start than with a little bit of Blight, a little bit of Gunther Blight. It's been a while since we've seen him on the Blight, and what the heck, Shark, there's a Blight behind you, man. You gotta look around yourselves, and he kind of just ran into him, and we see the M1 onto Shark here, and Gunther's probably gonna follow up with a nice couple rushes in just a little bit, but yeah, they tried jigging it around to another pal, but we were able to crouch detect him just a little bit. Gunther able to slid off the rocks, not able to connect onto Shark quite yet, and Shark is absolutely using every bit of terrain to their advantage. They absolutely W-keyed it up back over 2-1. This is a lot better of a death spot to have than in the middle of the map, and yeah, I think after this they will just go down in the corner. What a way to start. Bumped into the Blight. Whoa, hello there, and able to still make it to a corner death spot. That's a way to start the match, Hasso.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Gunther's has been around long enough to know that even under pressure, he can play it to a very high level. And you look at his killers. He can almost play every single killer without worrying about not getting a strong enough result. And I mean, you look at the build that he's running. This is a pretty cooked build. Pretty damn strong. Turn back the clock. Just, basically eruption without the 10% progress. In fact, it's just 10% Bluetooth eruption straight away. So it does work out very, very nicely for him. But also pop in his vicinity. Probably will see that Shack Gen pop very shortly, and he's going to take this chase back onto Sharks, and Sharks is going to have to try and play some 50s here, and he's obviously going to win the first one, but go down very fast. And to be honest with you, Peaches, it's not looking terrible for the survivors. Of course, we have someone that's going to be on Death Hook at a gen remaining, but the 2 gens could pop. And I'm not, I think it's definitely something that they can do. I think if they place a bit slower for this pull and let Shark stay on the hook for a little bit, that would be good. But yeah, there's the second gen popping. What are your thoughts on this start so far?
Well, we saw Gunther sliding across the ground there for a second. I thought that was a pretty good start. But yeah, seeing 2 gens pop where Sharks being put onto their death hook is not too shabby. But another thing I just want to highlight, like I said, this is the first time I've seen any league do something similar or anything at all budget battle related. This, like I said, the point of this season is every single perk is priced. I don't have the pricing thing in front of me, but depending on the killer, depending on the tier, each perk is priced differently. So that's why you look on the survivor side, you have 3 builds. A lot of these survivors have just 2 perks. Some of them have 3. You see your ESD had 3, but look at the Sharks. Sharks only has Life and Flow State, and that's it. But they're doing that on purpose. So there's a couple of different strategies you can do with this, right? You could either stack your money into the survivor side and leave scraps for the killer side. Oh, I thought I thought Sharks was not gonna be able to make it in time, but or you just stack your money on the killer side, and I'm sorry, I was trying to explain what's going on here, but that was just a beautiful flick onto Sharks, and they will be leaving the trial at 3 gens remaining. But to finish my thought, we got that eruption aura onto Valkyrie here, but to finish my thought and passing it back to you, the other strategy you can do, you throw all your money into the killer side, leave nothing scraps for the survivor side, or do it the vice versa. However you want to play. That's the beauty of this this league, the beauty of this season. Something different, something where the survivors or the teams really had to think, where do I want to put my money? On the killer? Do I put on the survivor? Do I put more money on the Blight over the Wraith, or the Wraith over the Blight, whatever it may be? That's what I'm excited to see for this season.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, that's very fair. I mean, what especially what you just said, this being budget battle, you have to pick sort of almost a side. You can't, I mean, you can play 50-50 on how much you spend on your budget, but to be brutally honest, I think if I'm the survivors against Gunther, against such a experience, like look what he's doing. He's using two rushes, getting downs. He's a freak of nature. But that being said, I do think spending more money on the survivor definitely would work because I think KaitOkids, as strong as they are on what I literally was going to say something, as strong as they are on the survivor, I feel like the killer is just a little bit stronger. Obviously having Gunther there, and I assume they play for sets week in, week out, that are about Gunther's killers. So, obviously do have other players to work around on their killer side, but Gunther would be one of them that they aim for. So I do feel like running more and putting more money onto your survival will be the smarter play. But hey, that being said, they might know something that I don't, and if they're this confident,
Ooh.
which that is a beautiful flare coming in from Touch right there. That is what you need in a desperate time like this. Look, 2 gens left. I don't know if we are going to see another one pop. Depending on this pressure, we might. But let's see how this goes, Peaches. Oh.
We will. Ooh, that very well. Nice pathing by Touch, but still, Gunther was able to follow up with a nice injury of his own. Although one thing that I think we still might see at least one more gen pop unless we take the chase over to the active gen and get the M1 onto Valkyrie. Then in that case, maybe we won't see one. But I was just looking at the gen spread here. I think one more could pop in the 3v1, although all of them are injured. The gen spread I think is pretty fairly wide in some sense or another. So maybe one more would pop, but I would have to agree with you. I don't think after that anything else will pop. Look at this. Main has a lot of progress, and it's been a while since Gunther's taken a peek inside Main, taking a peek inside the garage there, and we're just taking the chase on the Touch. Not a bad chase, so get the fresh state on the board, not a bad thing at all. And we know that their exhaustion perks and their perks aren't the strongest. I mean, they have sprint perks, of course, but we know that they're exhausted and they're not gonna be able to use it. But yeah, we're about to pop the 4th gen, and if that pops, we might even be able to see the 5th. Actually, I'm a little surprised by the gem pressure right now, Hasso.
No, I mean, absolutely. Touch is putting on a bloody performance. This is exactly what you need. I mean, they're very strong, and you look at the prediction. I mean, I don't know who would be tipped to win this. I think Gunther's not even going to slug. He's just going to send it and go for the hook. But I think the prediction for this, I haven't really seen too much of Nythera's gameplay. I think I've casted 1 game. But I know KaitOkids are just so experienced. They've been around the block for so long. They've just been a team that has solidified themselves as one of the best SEA teams, knocking out some of the greatest OCE teams. And yeah, look at that, baiting out the dead hard. But yeah, as I was saying, I do think that KaitOkids are just more, whether I think if it's tipped between one of these teams, I'd pick KaitOkids simply. I wouldn't even just justify just saying skill. I'd also say just, the sheer history of how much, experience they have. They're a very strong team in an experienced way and also skill way, but very so much in the skill, in the experience vicinity. But yeah, this is going to look like a 4K1, which, a great result for Gunther. But anything is doable, Peaches, when the roles are reversed.
Absolutely, and yeah, Valkyrie not quite able to send it just yet to get the unhook. But another play that could be made here. I mean, maybe. Nah, I don't know if Valkyrie can get these unhooks. It looks like he's gonna try and go for the unhook onto Touch, maybe, or no, it's this ESD. Sorry, I got the survivors mixed up a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he is going for it. Yeah, you see him sprinting for it. I was gonna say another play that could be made is it's a long shot, but if Valkyrie were able to go through the hatch as a fresh hook survivor, that would take the fresh state away from the 4K1 result. It'd still be given the full stages, the 12 stages, right? But yeah, it would still at least be something to help with this result. I mean, 4K1 is still a fairly, I guess, I don't know about on Auto Haven or on the Gas Haven, my bad. But I think 4K1 is a fairly average result. Especially, I mean, especially against the likes of KaitOkids. I mean, they've taken down giants quite literally. I mean, we've seen it that they've actually have earned their place in the respect that we're giving them right now. But Nythera definitely is putting on a pretty good performance. I mean, the first time that we saw him, I think, yeah, like you said, when you casted them, not able to get the BT hit on the ESD, protecting Valkyrie a little bit, and they will get time to get the unhook. But for what cost? Because ESD is also death hook. So I don't know if I mean, you gotta make something happen in this situation, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, I mean, you said it just shortly ago. I mean, they're going for the pick here, but you said it pretty well. This team is, I mean, the credit that they've been given is deserved. They have dismantled, manhandled. They've done it all to some of the greatest teams, and there's no doubt about that. They've just had a great track record. But yeah, this is going to be a 4K1. I don't see it any other way. You know, it literally just, there's no other way that they can pop another gen. Unless Gunther somehow has an emergency and has to AFK, then I just don't see it happening. But yeah, spotting out our next survivor, being lost as well, and just haven't had the time to drop the pallet. So that is unfortunate, Peaches.
Yikes. Extremely unfortunate. I was going to say, what the one, again, super small chance that a possibility of a gen popping, maybe the 2 reset. They're just having a nice 1v1 at Shaq. Looking behind them, pretend they're looking behind him. Where'd he go? And just go for the down on them. But I was gonna say that what could maybe have happened is that maybe they go for a reset, and with the gen split they have, maybe they could have done some ping pong and back and forth, but I don't think Gunther was gonna allow the reset to happen. And we see the 4K1 again, fairly average result. I think it's pretty good for Nythera. As like I said, the first time that we saw him was in the first season of Fogbound, which they did really well in the lower bracket, but of course they didn't get like too far, but didn't do too shabby. Hello everyone, we are back with the second trial of the first set, Blight on Gas 7. This is KaitOkids' pick, and now we've swapped sides. Nythera is on the killer now, and KaitOkids on the survivor side. We got oh, I'm sorry, I'm a absolutely butcher these names. I do apologize. We got Stay Narrows, we got Norder, 2 Teacher, and Something on the survivor side. And hey, welcome back, Mr. Asso. We got Zuki on the killer, and we do have okay, never mind, it's basically the exact same build, but Zuki's definitely going to need a similar start to KaitOkids if they want to get this win con or even get in the tie, Hasso.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Sorry, I had my brother to the front door. He was locked out, so I had to go and get him. But
you locked him out?
No. But yeah, we do have it again. If we could switch back to that killer real quick, if that's the exact same build, if I'm not mistaken, it is indeed. So a very strong build, Peaches. And I'm sure we'll definitely get value from it. No doubt about that. But it's about how much value you get against such a strong team. And they're obviously going for the strong killer build. And we're just going to not even drop that. 2 Teacher, a renowned, insane player on both sides of the table, on the killer and the survivor. So knows exactly what he's doing. And I tell you what, he is playing this so well right now. 5 moves ahead there just to be safe. And I mean, yeah, this has been a very, very nice start to the game. And we might even make Shaq here. We aren't going to make Shaq. We're going to smash it and just go for the blind, not even take distance, and go for even more of a bit of a blind. It's not going to work out, so that is very unfortunate. Now, what do you do in a situation like this?
Die in a death spot and hope for the best, but I don't think that's gonna need it, because we're gonna get the pallets on and the blind once again. 2 Teacher is on fire. Zuki needs to get this chase under wraps, because I mean, well, there's any other resources around here, so we break this pallet. I mean, we do have the Shaq window, of course, so he can loop it into the bus or maybe into 6, but if Zuki's able to cut him off, this should be a down, and maybe we can get the pop eruption and turn back the clock value. But 2 Teacher playing the mind games of the century, standing behind the corrupted gen, making the Zuki think that they've sent it through Shaq, or they're waiting at the window. So very well played by them, and 2 Teachers just putting on a clinic right now. But doing the bags. Teacher is very confident about themselves. I mean, look at that. We got 3 gens popping for this chase, and we got the beamer. We have made it to another resource. We made it. We unzoned ourselves and made our way back to 10. Two teachers just on fire. I mean, all that Zuki can do is go for this down, try to go for again the pop, turn back the clock, and not quite able to connect. And we're already on to our fourth and fifth generator, and Duty are still able to make it back, and we're almost out of exhaustion. Duty is about to get his smash hit back in, just a little bit, swing through that, and we're not. Oh, we just barely get the down through the window. Oh, what a clinic! No, I'm sorry, to play into his name. He took him to college, man.
I mean, it's not the start you want, to be brutally honest. It's definitely a bit chalked now. We don't even go and check on the other gen. We just go and pop that off the rip. So we don't even know that main's pumping. And at this point in time, you want to play for the tie at least. And you know, we still have a gen to let pop, but you know, even stealthing here in the corner is diabolical in the locker. I forgot what it's called, but the locker. I do have to say though, these survivors played so damn well. They are so composed. I don't know what is. Something's hit them, a lightning bolt or something, and they're playing out their mind. They seriously are. They are so bloody gen efficient. I wish I had these teammates in pub games, because my god, I'd be getting out every single game at this rate, because this is ridiculous. They're just playing so damn well. Doubling out that Shack gen, and look at the movement here, and might even get it down here. We do get a little bump on the corner, and I do think one thing you can spot out between Izuki and Gunther's gameplay is I think Izuki obviously is under a lot of pressure to get the result that they've been told to get, have been given, and I think it makes it very difficult. Oh my, okay, we did get a tag. I didn't see that we got a tag. We don't even notice that we got him in the locker here, Peaches.
No. Please don't do it to him, Meg. Come on. This is, it's just unfortunate. I mean, Nythera is a good team. We've seen good plays for them in previous leagues, but when you put them up against the very nice crouch tech and flare there, but when you put them against almost my game there went behind his back, but when you put them against such just a go-to team like this, I mean, they have so much experience, so much just time to put into the game, and they've been, I'm sure the chemistry between these guys, like look at that body block right there by something able to protect their teammate just a bit longer, and that might be enough to get them all out the door. But I mean, but one thing to highlight though, this isn't Nytheria's killer, so there is still room to be shown, like showing their skills, show what they can do, but unfortunately they were not able to show as much on this set. Got the down onto Naro, so it wasn't that bad. Very nice down onto them. Maybe follow it up with getting the down onto two teacher. All we have is this little pallet here. I think except we might be able to loop it into one, but two teacher is just W keying away, but maybe we can follow it up with the rushes. And oh my gosh, we're just using our resources around each other beautifully, but we eventually get the down. So Zuki can still get maybe a 4K0 or at least get more stages on the door, on the board. Hello. But yeah, what do you even do? I mean, the best you can do is just get as much stages on the board, get the morale back up and running, and get ready for the second set.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you almost have to just accept that. I mean, I'm sure Izuki has just accepted the fact that it's over for the first set. But one thing I do admire about teams that lose their, the set that they don't pick the opposition set is they always have something to fight for in the next set when it's their pick. It's a lot more painful when you are the killer and you don't get a good win con or set a good win con for your survivors to get, which makes it very difficult. But that being said,
Hello everyone, we are on to our second set, Hillbilly on Blood Lodge. This is Nytheria's killer, and we will have KaitOkids on the survivor side. The previous set was a set win to KaitOkids, the one up on the Blight. So now, we swap sides, and now we're going to see what Zuki can do on the Hillbilly. We have actually the exact same build as we see the Blight. Oh, almost got a little snipe here onto, let's see, onto Nythera here, but not quite able to connect. And maybe they can wrap around the garbage can, not quite able to. Nythera playing this tile beautifully. Maybe Zuki can play around this, maybe saw around, but Nythera just holding their distance, making it over 2-1. And not as strong of a tile, but a very good start to force the killer to leave. This is a great way to start the game, Hasso.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was quiet that whole intermission. I was chomping down one of the kebabs that my brother actually brought home for me after I'd let him outside the house. So that was very great of him. But I mean, Seb, yeah, this is actually a really good start on the side of the survivors. I mean, they've played really well so far. No bamboozle, but I guess you have to also cater for the other killers, like your Blight, which, truthfully, Bam is a terrible perk on Blight. Well, it's not terrible, it's not one that is necessary, and, you know, Zuki trying to curve around his corner. But if we can have a quick look over to these survivors shortly after this vault and see what they're up to, see if they've got much gem progress. Nice, very nicely done. We got, okay, so we've got 2 gens, 50%. All right, not too bad. There's some good pressure, and we're going to opt to go to Shaq. Now, Peaches, Corrupt's nearly up. We've got 2 gens with 50+%. What do you think the killer's got to do to switch the game onto his side?
It generally just starts with connecting the saws. I mean, again, this is Zuki's killer, this is Nythera's killer. That's generally all we can do, because, I mean, just like the previous build, the whole build is based around, I mean, you gotta hook someone first. I mean, sure, you can apply the eruption, but in order for eruption to get its value, you gotta down someone. In order to get pop, you also have to down someone. Same thing with the rest of their build. So it just gotta connect these saws, zone the survivors to a corner. Look at that. We got 2 gens popping, and I'm sure a third is on the way. Yeah, just not quite able to connect the saw. There's no pallet around here. All we have is this tile at one. Okay, there's this garbage pallet that we had earlier, and maybe we can connect here, but no, Nythera is doing a great job, able to crouch check, or not, sorry, get the crouch, not having them just kind of skirt right on by. So I think they'll have to break the pallet, force them to 1, because 1 isn't as strong of a tile. I mean, there's still a pallet here, but it's something that maybe they can work with. But Nythera is check spotting this beautifully. I don't think Zuki's not quite able to connect, and Nythera's just able to connect this tile over to, not the tile, make their way over to the window. And man, this is it's just a great. Nythera's just putting on a clinic right now. I mean, all they have now is this window, so maybe Zuki can zone them and get the down onto them. But the pathing on Nythera is actually insane. And not quite able to make it once again. Again, just abusing this window at 1 until it finally blocks. But now Nythera will have to path over to this next pallet to make anything happen, and they do make it. So they forces Zuki to have to go for the M1. But look at that. Nythera has balanced the landing to get the haste and wrap around this 12 tile here, and just this is just not good for our killer here, Hasso.
I mean, just when you need extra sauce on your kebab, a balanced landing comes in, and it's just magically out. I mean, this is a beautiful chase on the side of Nythera. No mistakes, really, none. You know, just played insanely well. We obviously are the Delhi player, and, you know, if we can see what the killer's up to. I mean, the killer's right there, what am I saying? But see what perks are again. Pop, eruption, turn back the clock. So this could be a 0-stage Peaches, which is what I was talking about. Can really screw with the survivor, and especially the killer's head. It makes them just truthfully not. No!
Oh no.
Oh, okay,
oh no, no, don't do it. You see him looking up at the,
yeah.
You can see him looking up at him. So, but I mean, maybe in that play trying to be made, we maybe might be able to get more stages on the board, at least get those freshes going a bit. We have him trapped over here on top of the top of the ramp here. We were just able to crouch check, and we were able to go right behind him, but I don't think they can make anything else. We still have this pallet over here that can maybe be made, but all we have is this tree, so we do get the saw on them. We will should be just happy with getting the pick and just getting something on the board. But I mean, it's right next to the door, and I mean, I think the survivors are just gonna leave. I think KaitOkids will just leave and take the 3-stage, unless, I mean, Hassel, would they? They wouldn't reset and go for this unhook, would they?
Nortor will, yes, because he's Delhi. 100%. 100%.
But oh, I see.
What? Huh? Well, hold on. Wait, can we have a switch to Nortor quickly? So they're taking. I mean, I guess that's. I don't know. I don't know where the other gate was. To if we can look at the killer really, really fast, see if we can actually get a glimpse of where the other gate was. If Izuki just please turn around. I think the gate was right behind him. I mean, it was. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with what looks to be, hopefully not, for Nythera's sake, but it definitely could be highly KaitOkids' game here. Gunther, Two Teacher, just have been putting on a performance. Nortor even put on a performance. Naroz put on a performance. You know, all these players have been so locked in, and you know, the big Gunther here on the Billy. I've never actually, Peaches, been able to witness this man play Billy. I'm not too sure how he plays this killer, but knowing how well he plays Blight, you play good mobility, and we've been a little bit lost. Hold on a minute, but as I was saying, no. Someone get this man a Band-Aid. That is not what you need at the start of a game when you were playing for 2 stages. That is just not what you need. That is, sadly, it's just terrible to go down that early. And you know, unfortunately, I'm sure these survivors, they're mental with the past results. I say results as in, you know, the first match. Of course, you're not, you know, against any team, you're not tipped to win all your sets that you don't pick and the opposition does. But it is definitely something that is not what you want. And Gunther's just played every bit of this whole season in SewnAngel immaculately. He's been pinpoint perfect. I have genuinely haven't seen him really make a mistake, and I've only seen him like he's playing so well. You should not be doing this, Peaches.
I think most killers would have hit the BT there. Even like some of the top killers would have won 100%. It just, I mean, it just happens. You know, it's part of, you know, get rid of the BT and go for the tunnel out. But Gunther, I can't believe what I would just watch there. He was able to just slide it just around the BT survivor, the ESD, and connect onto Shark. That was disgusting. That's all I got to say, Hassel. That was absolutely disgusting, and it was just an unfortunate start for the survivors. Of course, I mean, the win con's already difficult enough. No more survivors can get hooked. They have to save Shark off of this if they want to win this. And yeah, that's really about it to say. I mean, that start, you saw the both survivors were looking toward the middle. They were expecting. Almost got again. Almost gonna win for the pound stun there. But man, just that beginning. I don't know if they just. Oh my gosh, this is just nasty. And we're going for the unhook. We're about to go for another one. I thought we were about to connect there. They'll make it back to that pallet. But just that beginning. I mean, of course the result was difficult as is. I mean, 3 stages as a Tycon is hard enough, but then you follow it up with catching 2 survivors out before they didn't even have eyes on you. They just heard the saw, couldn't find you, and then hey, they're behind you, and you see the very fast down. And I mean, the game's still going though. We're still at 2 stages, so I mean, and we're about to see a 2nd gen pop, and we see the pounds landing onto touch, making their way over a shack. So I mean, plays are being made right now on the side of the Nythera. The game's not won quite yet, but these are just absolutely disgusting chainsaws, Hasso.
That is what I like to say is what happens when you get caught with your jocks down. That is not what you want. That is just, yeah. ESD accepted their fate there. There's not much you can do there. Truthfully, you can't, but you have to just Yeah, you can't be caught in situations like that. It's not. It's not. You can't really justify it in any remarks, especially when you're playing for a tight win con. But you know, props to Nythera. They actually haven't done too bad for their gem pressure. They've been. What? Is this guy's macro? No, I just did not see a survivor there. This guy needs a PC check. Refs, we're going to have to PC check this guy. No, but seriously, that is ridiculous. I did not see a person slipping out there. He was just trying to do a nice little 180 and go back towards the hook. But no, he actually spotted out touch and is now down them. I'm thinking of that one GIF where it's that fat guy with his hands on his head saying, "I guess, bro," because I don't understand what has just happened there. That is, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, and like you're saying, like Nythera's not playing all that bad. I mean, they have the potential to play well. We saw in the Blight set, at least before the 4K1, they played it well. They had some good chases. I mean, again, that early, both starts are very similar. Like the one on the Blight set, I forget which survivor it was. They got caught out extremely early. I don't know if they just didn't see him or they just hoping that, Gunther just didn't trying to blind him at the Shack pallet. I don't know if they just were hoping that Gunther just didn't see him on the Blight, but obviously, Gunther isn't new to this and was able to catch him out, get the quick M1 and followed up with the rushes, and then similar here. Oh, we were going to go for that one around the Shack. And then similar here, similar start. We caught 2 survivors this time out there at 12. Just they didn't even see him. They heard the song, but they weren't even looking in his direction. And you just can't start a match like that. You have to be aware of your surroundings. Ooh, swinging through this, expecting ESD to be camping the pallet. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You gotta be around, like, using each other's, use your teammates. Hey, where'd you see him last? Oh, we know he spawned 7, so you see the dead heart on the ESD. Not able to connect, and I don't think they're gonna make it over the Shack window. Yeah, we will see the down onto them and the eruption on the main, but man, you just gotta rely on this communications. You gotta rely on your teammates, like, to tell you where they at. Where did we spawn? Where did he spawn? Where are they most likely gonna come from? And they just looked in the wrong direction. And I mean, again, it's so impressive enough that we're seeing 4 gens pop, and we might see the 5th pop as well. But yeah, you just have to be on your toes. That's really all I can say, Hasso. Just being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, some would say you're tippy toes at this point against Gunther because, look, not to glaze the guy. I've already glazed him enough, Gunther. If you're watching this, mate, there you go, Gunther.
There you go, Shark.
It's his first error of SewnangelSeason. We're gonna fast vault this straight off the rip. Beautifully done from Sharks. And look, Gunther's played beautifully. There's no doubt about that. I think it's more to say that he's capitalized on all these survivors' errors, and rightfully so. He could have had it down there, but he's opted not to. But yeah, look, I think, Peaches, that's something that I admire about some of these players is they can capitalize on people's mistakes so well. They know how to change them into good, clear results that actually pay off. And Gunther's just playing this beautifully, but touch getting away. I'm not too sure if we'll make this here. It's gone right. Sorry, I've got a bad memory, but when I opt to slug this, Gunther wants his 4K. Oh, you need to relax, Gunther. You've won it, mate. I know you're playing for best result, but stop catching people off guard. It's unfair. We've got back to the stun and the beamer. Haven't even gotten it off. It's just unfortunate, really. They're going to pop this final gen, though. Yeah, that's 2 swings from the big Gunther. Haven't paid out. There's last gen. We opted not to go for the window. I'm a bit confused there why we haven't gone for the window. We just know it's free distance, right? But that being said, well played to the big G money. He's played beautifully. Unfortunate from the survivors, really. But it's not. I'll stand by it always. Against such a strong team, you cannot sit there and act like it's all your fault, because truthfully, yes, they may have made some errors, but this is one of, if not one of the best SEA teams in the league and in general. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, that's gonna, spell the end of 4K Peaches. What are your thoughts on that, mate?
Hey, good for the survivors though to still pop all the gens. I mean, like I said, with how nasty Gunther is clearly on the Hillbilly, I definitely expected I guess a higher result from him. So good on the Nythera survivors to pop all the gens. I mean, this would be a good result for the Billy, or maybe high stages. But again, like you highlighted, KaitOkids is one of the top teams in SCA, if not even expanding into the OC region. I mean, we saw what they did in OSL Season 5. It's just insane. Hey, ooh, maybe we might even see Valkyrie get the hatch here, and they are fresh. And never mind, I eat my words. But regardless, it was a great game. Congratulations to KaitOkids taking the 2-0 victory, and this will be the final match of the night, but not the final match of the weekend. We got 3 matchups starting tomorrow at 6:30 AEST. We're starting off with Radiant versus Crayons, and then Severance versus, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, and into the Golden Order versus Flatline. It's going to be a great series of games, great matches, great sets, and of course, fantastic casters.